At Christmas, my cousin ridiculed my little hobby. Years later, he tried to steal my $28 million company. I took him to court, he went pale and walked out. If you ever meet my cousin Derek, you'll probably love him. You will, until he opens his mouth. He's that guy who walks into a room like he owns it, drops names like loose change, and always finds a way to steal the spotlight, even if no one invited him. I spent my entire life being eclipsed by him, but then I decided to stop playing by his rules, and completely blew up his world. My name is Evan. I'm 34 now. But this whole saga started when I was just 8 years old, sitting at the children's Christmas table on Christmas Eve. I can still taste the mold cranberry glaze on my dish. It looked like blood when I stabbed it too hard with my plastic fork. I was listening to Derek rattle off everything he'd received that month like it was some royal decree. His brand new go-kart, his latest iPhone. Everyone chuckled. Everyone indulged him. I despised it. I despised how everyone chuckled as he rattled off everything he'd received that month as if it was some kind of royal decree. But I didn't say anything. Not then. Derek was my mother's older sister's sole child. In our extended family, he was practically the crown prince. Aunt Evelyn was one of those suburban matriarchs who dressed like every event was a charity gala and spoke with the slow, deliberate cadence of someone used to having people hang on her every word. She married Uncle Martin, a lawyer with a slickness that would make a snake uncomfortable. Together, they created Derek, the golden child. Meanwhile, my mother raised me alone. My father died before I was born. We didn't have much, hand-me-downs, library books, and second-hand aspirations were basically our currency. But we had grit, and we had each other. Even so, every Christmas family gathering served as a brutal reminder that we were barely tolerated, like guests who had overstayed their welcome. Aunt Evelyn would constantly forget to notify us about the Christmas clothing theme. Uncle Martin would make thinly veiled comments about how difficult it must be to live on a single income. And Derek mastered the art of backhanded praise by middle school. Oh, cool shoes, Evan. Are they vintage? By high school, the distance between us was more than just financial. It was everything. He captained the debate squad. At 17, his parents bought him a beautiful new BMW. By his sophomore year, he already had a college admissions coach. Me? I was flipping burgers after school to save money for a rusted 2003 Corolla I'd found in a neighbor's yard. I didn't entirely loathe him. It was more complex than that. I despised what he represented, what he was handed, and what I had to fight tooth and nail for. Christmas Eve became a time of quiet perseverance. My mother would prepare holiday baked casseroles and her famous pecan spice pie, dress in her best Target sweater, and smile through the passive-aggressive comments. I used to ask her why we kept going, and she'd just respond, because family is family, and sometimes turning up is the best retribution. I didn't comprehend that at the time. I do now. However, on this particular Christmas Eve last year, everything changed. But first, let me explain how I spent the last decade. While Derek attended an Ivy League institution, amassed LinkedIn connections like Pokemon cards, and began consulting for his father's acquaintances, I kept my head down. I didn't share much on social media. I didn't attend reunions. I didn't tell anyone other than my mother what I was working on. From the outside, I appeared to be a quiet relative who most likely worked in information technology. Nobody asked. Nobody cared.